vlogs. Okay. Hey guys, this is We're All Gonna Die on YouTube and welcome back to my channel. It felt really weird saying that. Like I have an intro now, like what is life? So I have my coffee. I have like my makeup all around me. This is totally like this look that I'm going to be recreating, which I love. Someone had sent it to me on my Instagram. I was obsessed. I'd never seen it because I don't really follow Lily like that closely. So if you're a big fan of hers, like definitely let me know what other looks you want to see. Like if there's like a look that you love, let me know because like I just don't know those kinds of things. I just feel like I'm always working. Like if I'm not making YouTube videos, I'm at work or I'm working on projects, stuff like that. So I do feel like you kind of have to be like a big Lily Rose Depp fan, like an OG Lily Rose Depp fan to be watching this video, because otherwise you'd be like, I've never seen this look, you know what I'm saying? So hey to every Lily Rose Depp fan, it's gonna be me today and my guest. She sometimes appears in my videos because I always forget to say quite a bit of things.
Guys, I quickly just want to say to everyone that's been subscribing me, like that helps me out a lot. You guys don't even know it. You guys are supporting me, but it also means that I can become a partner with YouTube. I've just been seeing so much growth in the fact that you guys just like want to subscribe to my channel. If you're new to this channel, I basically talk about fashion, lifestyle, makeup. I'll sprinkle in psychology because you guys seem to like that. So we normally just have reoccurring themes that naturally just flow throughout the video.
This is kind of going to be like a chatty video where I'm just going to do my makeup because I've done the steps before several times. I have a whole playlist for it up above. I post every Mondays, so subscribe because that really helps me out. And if you want to see more content and more content by me, because I will definitely be making more Lily Rose Depp videos in the future. Just so you guys know, I'm going to be showing you the products on here because I always forget to insert clips. I already started with my foundation. I already did my concealer. I also did primer, which is a dewy primer by Wet n Wild. Links will be down below. I did buy two specific products for this, so that was the primer because I really wanted to create like a dewy look. We're first going in with contour. I've researched her makeup before. All of her makeup artists, of course, they use Chanel.
For this look, I kind of wanted to do a little bit more research than I have in the previous videos. I took note, the makeup artist for this, his name is Ivan Gomez. I'm going to post a picture of his Instagram. A lot of my favorite looks on Lily, he normally does. He's really big on skincare and he always mostly does neutral looks. I really like how for this one though, it totally was a different approach than what he normally does for Lily.
They use like an illuminating primer, I guess Chanel has, or and obviously like I don't have that. If you haven't seen my videos before, I do try to get like products that are cruelty free. I try to get products that are cruelty free because I just don't want to support animal cruelty, of course. I did actually notice that in my other videos, my most popular video, actually the first one that I made, my contour looked the best there, and it was because I literally put like 5 layers of contour. So we're gonna definitely be doing that today to try to look a little bit like Lily. You don't really have to contour your forehead that much if you have a wider forehead. I wouldn't say that she contours it. I would say that she actually uses a bronzer, and this is Physicians Formula. Well, this is Physicians Formula cream bronzer, which I actually bought yesterday and I kind of really love it. If we look at her picture, which I will put on the screen, she has definitely a lot more bronzer on her forehead. Sorry, I'm like analyzing her pictures. So bronzer instead of contour on her face most of the time. And then blend that like up. So this is what I'm going to be using for bronzer, and then I'm going to go back in with something else. So you guys could just follow along as I'm talking. Oh my god, I almost forgot to contour my nose. Let's do that really quickly. Again, I have like a step-by-step on how we're actually trying to create a shadow with our contour. That's how you know where to put what. And her nose is actually kind of different than mine, like definitely for sure. It's like a lot shorter. And then she also has like this like little line here. So I only have one video left to do on my like list, which is like her natural look. So I've been trying to like find like the right products, and like I feel like they definitely use like a lot of cream and her skin looks so illuminated. But if you know anything about cream, you know that once you like powder it, which I totally have to because of my face.
I know that in the video I'm putting cream on top of powder, but it's really just for the video. Typically you'd want to do it before your powder. The more I blended the cream products, the more like they kind of just like dissolved into nothing. You'd actually want to tap in the cream product instead of blending it away.
We'll probably have to go back in there with top it off with some powder because like this ends up looking a lot lighter. But this is like a bronzy queen that I'm trying to recreate right here. And actually I went to the Goodwill, you guys, to find like a top for Lily. I was like, okay, let me go to Zara, see what I find. And I was like, I kind of don't want to spend any more than $20, and I didn't end up finding anything anyway. Like luckily I went to the Goodwill and that's where I found some products that that's where I found like a sweater, and it doesn't even match it, but like it kind of does. Like it like you get the vibe. Also the earrings, like mine are different than what she's wearing. She's wearing like tiny little hoops. Mine are just like really fat hoops. I'm gonna powder my face. I feel like this hair makes me look like Medusa. It's super cute, but like I feel like if Medusa was a real person, this is how her hair would be. This is really just for pictures. Like I probably wouldn't recommend doing it in real life just because it really does start to look like a lot. Like this is kind of a transformation, like at this point, whenever I try to make my face shape like similar to hers. You guys, I have like a couple things that I want to talk about. I definitely want to make more Lily videos. I know that during the holidays, the views are going to be down. You guys, ever since I started YouTube, which was like literally not that long ago, I've been so interested in analytics and just like numbers and stuff, and like I've never been the type, like ever, like that's not me. I think it's so interesting to see like the numbers and how that works and how YouTube works. You do it in a round shape if you're gonna do this, just saying. And why was I saying that? Oh, I just know that the views are gonna be down, so I'm definitely not gonna make a Lily video during the holidays, but don't you worry, I saw this whole playlist so that you guys can check it out, especially if you're new. Whenever Lily does something, I'm like, why does my video now have like 10, almost 11,000 views? Like, I'm happy about it, obviously, but I'm like, how did we get here? I'm gonna use a bronzer just to kind of set it. What we're creating today is like my favorite kind of blush. To me, that's when like blush is literally this bright. I don't think it's gonna focus. So it's 103 Blushing Berry. Oh my god, I feel like a real YouTuber. But you can kind of see on the top. It's kind of blurry, but you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know. Oh my gosh. For makeup artists really do add a lot of illuminating products to your face. Normally when I make these videos, I'm recreating them like literally at night. Like I'm like, okay, I get all the products that I need. This needs to be fixed. And then try to do it at night right before I film. So how do I fix this little mishap? We literally just get the brush that I used earlier that still has like concealer, foundation, and blend that. You want to hear another funny story? So I don't know if you remember, but in my original video, I was like, oh, I'm not going to show you the highlighter that I use because I don't support this brand anymore. And literally a couple days ago, when I was planning my Lily video, I grabbed the highlighter basically and it fell and it shattered, and now like literally this is all I have. What I like to do, honestly, is put on a little bit of the highlight onto my face, and then when I add my blush, I like to blend it all together. Can't even tell right now because of the way that the lighting is. I'm actually gonna get new lights, and I'm probably gonna order a mic later. So what I was saying, guys, I'm not gonna be posting for a little bit any more Lily videos, but I will have one on like why you should start your YouTube if you've always wanted to, and then also I'm gonna be doing a vlog because for my birthday, let's talk about this actually. For my birthday, which is coming up, hold on, I need to stop talking. I could literally talk forever. So yeah, it's coming up really soon, and I actually did mention in my last video, but it was about ballet, so I'm not sure if any of y'all watched. But I was just talking about how like I'm just so grateful like for where I am and then where I'm going in life. It's incredible because I feel like you guys are so amazing, and I just feel lucky that some of you guys have really subscribed to me and watched my videos and followed me along since like the start. I don't know, that's insane to me, and I'm so grateful for you. Even like liking, leaving a comment, and like DMing me, like that's, I don't know, really like blessed. I'm gonna probably do a vlog for my birthday on December the 4th, so maybe you'll stay tuned if you want to see about me, my personal life. We're gonna go do like a little road trip with a friend. Literally for every video I do the same thing, but I just use a dip brow by Anastasia, and I try to fill in my brows as fluffy as possible. I basically just go in with a pencil on the top. This will give it a little bit more definition. They definitely use like a lot lighter of a color on her brows. She has like a strong line going through here. Can't believe that she's a Gemini. You know how like Gemini is supposed to be like the worst sign, but I feel like Geminis are really not. Like if anything, I feel like sometimes they're more shy, just like smart but more reserved, unless they're not. You know what I'm talking about? At this point, I'm just saying a bunch of random things. I remember being like younger and thinking like if I ever started doing YouTube, I definitely want to become big and famous, because I would want to be like, if you were a fan of One Direction but before, like tell me which fan fiction this was. All I remember is like there was 2 rocks. Basically, I still read fan fiction. I remember thinking like it was the best kind of writing ever. Little did I know I was right about it too. Just using the Anastasia brow gel. I also use a dip brow for this. Why? Well, one, I've seen Hindash do it. I'm basically like drawing the liner before I actually do the liner, so I have some sort of guide. This product glides easier on your eyes when you don't have any shadow on it. It's harder to get a smooth, crisp line with a surface that is powdery. When you open your eyes, you can still tell that there is a thick liner going throughout the eyelid. And also you can tell that it's on the outer corners of her eyes rather than going inside. We are gonna go in a little bit, but create a very, very thin line with the liner that we're about to use. So first we're gonna do like a mauve-y kind of color. Like I know it's not in focus. Okay, cool, it's in focus. Oh my god, I feel like a professional now. And that's sort of just gonna be what I'm going to use to kind of blend out these colors. Most of the pink is focused on the outer part of the eyelid rather than inside. I'm going to kind of add the same colors that we did for blush. I don't know if you guys remember or if you guys watched my video, the first one that I put out by Lily, but I will link it. I talk about like not controversial stuff, but kind of just how fake Hollywood is. I don't actually have an experience in Hollywood. Like I don't know, but when I read like an article on a blog post, like that wasn't the first time I'd ever heard certain things being scripted, like interviews and stuff. But now, like, let's talk about like other things. So we all know the presidency just happened. I'm not really trying to get like political or anything. Definitely the interviews with certain celebrities are probably fake and scripted, which is kind of like cringe, right? Like it is cringe to think about. I think it is like just knowing the truth, and I don't know, we've already discussed that. Just the idea that there's conspiracies or whatever, that as far as who wins and such, the president that we had previously, he was there to bring us together to finally stand up for things that we've been ignoring in the past. So like it was all planned out on purpose so that we can all like wake up, because if you think about it, like how many people weren't voting prior. And I mean, who knows if that's true.
So in the context that everything that he did was made up, and that everything, like as far as who wins for president or whatever, is all planned out and on purpose, he was made to be like sort of a dramatic oppressor to speed up the public's like awakening so that we could finally stand up for the injustices that we currently live in today. In this conspiracy, he's basically a puppet.
He is allegedly an entertainer, which made me think, like, I'm pretty sure like celebrities aren't the only form of entertainment. I'm sure like they're just one level of, or one kind of entertainment that I guess media feeds us. I guess you could say it's media. On the outer corner of my eyelid, I'm gonna use the darker metallics, and then we'll go in with this color right here and a few different kinds of golds that I have on this other palette. But yeah, you guys, like, I don't know, is that interesting? Do you guys care? Now that I have those two colors, I'm kind of gonna blend, and I'm gonna go back in there with like more color. We're just gonna go kind of back in with the pink, because when you're blending it all, it kind of ends up blending away. We're just gonna bring back the color. Right, I just did one eye, but you can kind of see this is still based off of the way that I had it laid out for me before as far as the eyeliner goes. She doesn't line her waterline. I think it's just the top one for this look. It's really like a coppery color that she's got going on. If you have this where it kind of transfers a little higher than you kind of would want it to, go back in with like a lighter color. Apply that to underneath the brow. Blend, blend, blend. Let's keep blending. I'm gonna blend off screen. The bottom of your eye, you're gonna line it with like a really dark espresso. So I have my Epic liner by NYX. If you have like a little error, it's totally cool. We're only really lining the outer corner of the eye. We're trying to get to the point where like when you open your eyes, you can still see the liner. Tell me what you think. I'm serious. Do you think I should do another one? My next one, like I said, was gonna be more natural look from Lily. Like I really have to find all the right products. I have been stalking all of her makeup artists. Although it seems like a natural look would be easier, it's actually harder, because obviously the less products I use, the less I look like Lily. Definitely still want to create that for you guys so that we have like a school look finally. I'm gonna go in with a lip liner that is by NYX, called Mason. I just did the lips. I used two different liners, which I will link down below, and then I kind of went in with this Dose of Colors product that I have in the color Let's Cuddle. I would say that hers is actually a little bit more coral than what I'm using. One thing that I do find about cream products, it doesn't stay as well when you're moving it around. Make sure you're kind of like pressing it on versus moving it around like I was doing earlier, because I'm so used to powder. I've gotten questions on like the previous earrings that I've worn in other videos, and I'm gonna put some extra that I got on my Depop, so if you guys want to check them out, because I did get a few questions. So if you're interested, those will all be linked down below. Check that out. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. Help make me famous so I can move to LA and marry Garrett Hoodlum. That's also my outro. I hope that I will get to see you guys later. Leave me in the comments anything that you want to see next. See you guys later.